Coming up next, the simple key to finding work that you actually love. And then the largest cutoff in jobless benefits happened today. What happens next? And it's Tuesday Juice Day. And of course, we take your calls, and it all starts right now. All right, folks, welcome to the Ken Coleman Show, coming to you live from our Ramsey Solutions studios in Nashville. You have joined a conversation about you, specifically what you were born to do. You were created to fill a unique role in this world, and we're going to look at that unique role in your work. I think there's relational purpose and there is professional purpose. You can just boil it down to those two major areas, right? And we are created on purpose. We really are. And we got to find out what that purpose is. It's the age-old question, what should I do with my life? Millions never answer it. But I'm telling you, the answer is waiting for you. It's not that difficult to figure out. We've got the tools. I've got the time. It's a free phone call. Let's go. 844-747-2577 is the phone number. 844-747-2577. Phone lines are open from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. So you can call in. Sometimes you get through, sometimes you don't. I get it. Be patient, but you will get through. You can also email us if you'd like to schedule a call. ask@kencoleman.com. The website is kencoleman.com for a ton of resources. More on that a little bit later. And I want to say a big special welcome to those of you that are watching live. We know most of you watch later, and we're grateful for your eyeballs. But for those of you watching live, you can engage here in the chat room. We'd be thrilled to engage with you. I might pay attention depending on how good your message is. And we'll see what we can do there. But first, let's get to just some core foundational teaching as I just continue to chip away for those of you that are new to the program, and those of you who've been here, but you just need this reminder, this extra nudge today. I just want to go just as deep as I can go and kind of uncover everything and simplify this really hard to answer question. What am I supposed to do with my life? It's not hard to answer, but it feels hard to answer. And so for a moment, I just want to break it down to, I think, the simplest form. As you begin to discover and to look, you take my Get Clear Career Assessment, and you're going to get a purpose statement that's filled out. And you're going to get some real direction there. And you look into the marketplace. We give you some professional possibilities. As you begin to discover and look, and many times you'll have several options to choose from. Which one am I going to choose? Which one am I going to go for? And I want to give you this simple key, and it is this. Seeing your why in the work. Let me put it this way. As you consider where you are now, do I stay? As you consider other opportunities in your work, professional choices, can you see your why in the work? That really is the key. That's the question. Do I see my why? Now, the way we know our why is the 3 indicators that we talk about in stage 1 of the 7 stages that we teach to doing what you were born to do, what you love. Talent, passion, mission. Talent, what I do best, my hard skills, my soft skills. Another way of saying soft skills are people skills. Passion, we define passion as you have high emotion and high devotion for the content. For the work. High emotion, high devotion for the work itself. You love the actual work. For the craftsman, that's that physical, tangible work of creating or fixing something. For the creative content person, that's music or writing. It's the sitting down and crafting the song or a story or content. You love the work itself. And in mission, that's the result of the work. So I know that I love this work. What results do I most get excited about? Producing. So for a songwriter, what kind of songs you want to write the most? Or what's the emotion that you want to bring to the audience? Or what's the end result of the work? when all three of those are combined, I'm using what I do best. It's my absolute best thing I've got to offer this world, my talent. To then do something that I really love and enjoy, passion, to then produce results that matter deeply to me, mission. When we see that in the work, now we can make a choice to leave. This doesn't exist. I don't see purpose in this particular place. I see purpose over here. Does all work matter? Yes. But when we look at your purpose, your why, do you see your why in the work? For some of you, it's going to keep you where you are. Because when you explore and you say, do I see my why in the work? Does it allow me the opportunity to use my talent? Is it work that I really enjoy? Or what part of the work do I really enjoy? So I got to remove the others. You know, I got so many teachers that are facing this right now. They've called this show, have engaged on social media. They feel like they've lost their purpose in teaching when what has happened is their purpose has been redirected or has been distracted or covered up. And so we step in and go, oh, I'm not supposed to stop teaching. I'm just supposed to stop teaching where I am. So the key to finding work you love, the work that really fires up your soul, is, do I see my why in the work? That's simple. And if you don't, you go, oh, it's off a little bit. I have the talent for it, but I don't love this particular type of work. So maybe I go from sales to support, whatever it is. I've heard these stories day in and day out here on the show. And it really is that simple to dive into it and say, do I see my why in this work? If I don't, now I'm looking for my why. And my why is to use what I do best, talent, to do work I love, to produce results that matter to me. That is your why. So the details will reveal themselves as we continue to look and to dive in. That's why with the Get Clear Career Assessment that we've developed, it fills out the purpose statement so that you can read it. I just saw something on Instagram. A guy posted his results. And he's like, this is it. And he posted the results. I'm going to pull it up right here live. It was just so beautiful to see. The guy took his Get Clear Career Assessment and he posted it. And I put it on my story. His says, I was created to use my talents of execution, connection, and communication to perform my passions of finishing, planning, and promoting to accomplish my mission of service. So he's going to use those talents. He's really good at getting stuff done, execution. He's really good at connecting with people. And then he's really good at communicating the language. To perform his passion of finishing. He loves getting stuff done. He loves planning to then get stuff done. He loves promoting causes or others. And what's his ultimate mission? Serving people. He wants to produce assistance and protection. So is he going to go into healthcare? Is he going to go into law enforcement? Is he going to go into advocacy type work in the nonprofit or maybe the religious space? Who knows? He'll figure that out, but that's how that works. And when he can see his why, when he can read his purpose statement, which is why, that's the important result of the Get Clear Assessment, is so we see our why in all the work that we do or consider doing. Oh, folks, that clarity and confidence is a game changer. You want to talk about changing the world? If 50% of the workforce in the world, 50% was working on purpose, the amount of transformation and goodness for the common good would be unbelievable. Are you going to take the challenge? Are you going to discover who you were created to be? I'm here to help. 844-747-2577. Quick mention, the Get Clear Career Assessment's available for $30 at kencoleman.com. Thousands of people have taken it. It's not even been out a full month. And you can get it as a bundle with the new book, From Paycheck to Purpose, which is the 7 stages unpacked. It is my seminal work for saying, okay, here's how you figure out what you're supposed to do. Here's the book. All 7 stages. The Get Clear Career Assessment is the tool within stage 1. Get Clear. That helps you accelerate the process. So you can get the brand new book, pre-order it at kencoleman.com. And I want to mention it. You get some unbelievable goodies with the book, and the bundle includes the book for only $20. You also get the Paycheck to Purpose ebook, the Paycheck to Purpose audio book, my Get Hired digital course, the resume templates, a live stream access for our From Paycheck to Purpose live event, and Ramsey Plus, an extended 30-day trial. That's over $130 in value. And if you get the bundle with the Get Clear Career Assessment, it's only $30 for the entire bundle. So go get it at kencoleman.com. All right, let's get to the phones. Jacksonville, North Carolina is where we start today. John joins us there. John, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet, John. What's going on?
All right, just to give you a little bit of background information. 26 years old. I've got a wife. I've been married for 5.5 years. Got 2 kids, 2.5-year-olds, 6 months. Currently serving in the military. Served in the military for about 8 years. I started as a utilities equipment technician, working on generators, AC equipment, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Moved up into less of a technical spot, more of a quality control spot. Got promoted to move into maintenance/production management. Then I was in charge of overseeing field plant operations, stuff of that nature. I'm currently an instructor out of my prospective school of electrical engineer equipment technicians. And here recently, me and my family kind of decided that it's time to step away from the military. It's a personal decision on our behalf.
Sure.
I've got about a year and 6 months left, and I'm currently working on associate's degree in technical management, which I should have in April. And then right after that, I'm moving into the bachelor's program, which I should have by March of 2023, which is about the time I'm getting out.
Okay.
And then also, during my last 6 months of service, I'm also looking to get my CDL and hazmat endorsement.
Okay.
And my question is I'm having a hard time deciding which direction I want to go as far as what I want to do. Essentially, I've got probably about 4 or 5, 4 different stuff written down right here.
Okay.
And I have also taken your Get Career Clear assessment. Miss Amanda sent that over to me.
Oh, good.
Very nice lady, by the way.
Yes, she is. She's the best. Okay, so what are the 4 directions, professional directions you're thinking about?
So 4 directions I'm thinking about, not ranked in any particular order.
Sure.
Power plant operator/technician. Second one would be an electrician/owner of an electrical/HVAC company. Third one would be the technical management, leading a team towards success, driving production and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then the one that I've become very recently interested in, my dad's actually a truck driver, is driving a truck or being an owner/operator of a truck.
Okay. All right. I want to know what your purpose statement. So here's what we're going to do. I want you to read this to me, and as you read it for the audience as they follow along, this is your purpose statement, which is really the beautiful, I think, most powerful output of the Get Clear Career Assessment, because now this becomes your litmus test. It's also a compass, okay? So it points you in direction, but it's also, okay, now every time I look at something like this, and this is exactly how I led the show off today. It's the timing of this call is beautiful. As you look at professional ops, and you've given us 4 here, we look at each of these things in detail, and we go, does it match up to what my purpose statement reads? So read the purpose statement to me.
All right. So mission statement. I was created to use my talents of execution, organization, and instruction to perform my passions of leading, analyzing, researching, to accomplish my mission of efficiency by producing order and excellence.
Yeah. How'd that feel to you when you got your test results or assessment results?
It definitely makes sense with a lot of stuff that I've been doing, the past 8+ years in the military, as far as being, coming from a leader / managerial standpoint.
Yeah,
absolutely. As far as that aspect.
All right, so when we talk about the passion piece, so I think efficiency makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's your number one professional driver. That's your motivation. That's what's always going to fire you up if you're driving for that result. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So anything you look at, you got to go, if in some way if I'm not spending 80% of my day, week, month, year driving efficiency, I'm going to be off kilter because I'm going to get distracted. I'll get bored. I'll get frustrated. And I'll bet you also scored pretty high on solution as well. If you go back and look at your results. So that's where we start with mission. So we go, okay, no matter what the role is, owner, operator of a truck, we have to say, is that allowing me to do the kind of work that really fires my soul? If you look at leading, now passion itself, the top 3 passions: leading, analyzing, researching. So again, the analyzing and researching, those go hand in hand with efficiency. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's just it's just like you just can't even debate it. It's so cool how obvious that is. The leading, though, is what I think is the difference maker in the assessment results for you as it relates to these 4 things. So if I look at power plant operator, electrician, HVAC owner, technical leadership role, or owner operator of a truck, I think the one that is glaringly one that I would look into and question a lot is the owner operator of a truck, because every one of the other 3 have a leadership people potential component to it. Yes or no?
Correct.
I think that's important to you. I think the work itself is obviously important, but I think you're a guy that at the end of the day, you've got the technical savvy. You enjoy technical work. You do enjoy that researching and analyzing type work, but I think you want to always combine it with a leadership role. And I think if you're absent of leadership opportunity, I think your soul starts to suck out of your body. So I think it's less about the specificity of 3 out of the 4 and more about the leadership opportunity within a technical efficiency operations driven type role. Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying?
That makes perfect sense.
All right, now beyond making sense, how does it feel in your heart when we talk about it that way?
Well, I definitely love working with the team. I love driving production. Essentially that's what I've done. The past 8 is something I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
I absolutely love trying to get my guys what they need.
Yep.
Getting them what they need. Hey, what do you need? What can I do for you?
Yeah.
I love driving, the ultimate results and efficiency and, getting that end product that we can physically see. Yeah.
That's it.
I love that. And I love working with my hands at the same time.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I don't know if you're a big sports fan or not. I'm a big sports fan, but back in the old days, you don't see it anymore, but back in the old days of the NBA, I think Bill Russell was the first, I don't know if he was the first one, but he was one of the first legends to be a player and a coach. I think you're a player coach, if you understand what I'm saying.
And I think that sounds 100% correct.
All right, my work is done here. Now, last piece of advice. I'm not sure about number 4. I think your dad suggested it, and I think because of that, it has a lot of weight. I'm concerned that it might eat your soul, suck your soul out of you just being in a truck by yourself. However, if you can do it for a few years until you develop a team, great. But I just don't know. So here's how you work all 4 of these things. Now you know how your purpose statement reads into all of these things. You know how to play it out. And you and I are very clear on the type of role you got to be in. I think you're starting to spend time with people that are in each of these industries and roles. And it's just a good old-fashioned research, which you like doing. And it's like coffee, lunches, Zoom calls. You got to talk to several people that are in very similar roles to what you're looking at, and you find out everything about it. And when you do so, your brain gathers all the information it needs, and then your heart confirms yes or no. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm proud of you. Thank you for taking the assessment. I mean, this is why we do it. This is why we do this. It is in no means a perfect tool, but it is sure darn helpful, isn't it, John?
Oh, I 100% agree. I do.
All right, man. Well, here's the deal. Do me a favor. Spread the word about the assessment. Send the link from the website to 2 or 3 people. If you've taken it and it's helped you, would you do that? Would you spread the word? I mean, one click. I know I'm asking you to do a lot. You got a lot going on. I understand that's a big ask, but think about it. 844-747-2577 is the number. Houston, Texas is where we go next. Chris joins us there. Chris, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how are you today?
Chris, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
Awesome. Well, I'm in need of some advice today.
Okay.
And I was wondering if you could help me out.
You got it. What's up?
All right. Well, throughout my life, I'm 27 years old now, but throughout my life, growing up in high school and even sometimes in college, I've been told that I have a real ability to teach, and I have a real ability to lead. I've been told that on numerous occasions, that I was born to lead and I was born to teach. Mm-hmm. And I also have a really big passion for theater and acting and drama. Mm-hmm. And so I thought what a perfect way to do or what a perfect thing to do for a career is to go and be a theater teacher or a theater director at a high school. And I've been doing that for the past 5 years. And I've been at 2 different districts. The first district I was at for about 4.5. And I thought maybe it was the environment that I was in or the the working relationships that I was in. But I noticed that I started feeling like I was losing my passion for everything, for theater, for teaching, for everything. And so I thought, well, maybe if I go to another district that it would make things better. And so me and my wife, I love her so much, we packed up everything and moved halfway across the state. But I'm in my 3rd week, maybe 4th week, and I'm already feeling like I'm still losing my passion. And so I'm wondering, am I giving it enough time to settle in? Or is it just written on the walls that teaching theater is just not for me?
Well, I don't know the answer, but I think you do, and we got to dig in a little bit. So let's dig. What would make it best thing you can come up with? I want you to really, really dig here. What would make the current job and the one you left before, what would have made it awesome that wasn't there? And be really honest.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I really love the district. I love the district that I'm in. The kids are really, really good. I
know all that. I know all that. You're being super nice. I want you to be honest. What's missing? I think we have to determine what's missing that you thought was going to be there or was there early on, and now it's not that it's missing, it's just because here's let me try to help your brain a little bit. Either something's missing and it's just a function of it's not where you are, but you're craving it and you don't have it, or you had it and now you're bored and you need something else. I think it's one of the two, if not a combo. Does that sound right? Talk to me.
It could be. Yeah.
Well, tell me. Sure. What do you know? I'll go another direction, but answer that question.
So I know that, like, at my previous district, I was the assistant. I was the assistant director, and so I thought, well, maybe if I become the head of a department, that I would, find my passion, and and it would be great. But now I'm it. Like, I am the head of the department, and I just feel like I'm losing it. Like, I feel like I'm losing the passion.
And but you've been the head of the department at one high school for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that's a big enough body of work. So I'm wondering what's missing. I think you thought being in charge.
I know I'm the. Yeah. Well, I know I'm the only theater teacher at the high school, and so I'm used to working with someone.
Yeah, that's not it. What do you really wanted? Here's the thing. You led off with, you've been told that you are really good at teaching and that you're really good at leading, and you've always loved acting and drama. What type of work in the field of the acting arts would you feel like would be a massive challenge for you, and you would take it in a second if it was offered?
I would be a director.
Of what?
Just theater, like plays, musicals.
Yeah. Why? Why was that the really easy answer for you?
I think it's easy because I love the theater. I love making people happy. I love making people smile. I love entertaining.
Okay, so now let's go back to my original question, and I want you to answer it. What's missing when you are a high school drama teacher? What's missing out of that role that the other one has?
I think I'm just not happy in the classroom setting.
Ding, ding, ding. I can't believe it took us this long to get there. But the reason I'm making you reveal it is because it's more powerful when you see it versus me pointing it out. Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's what's missing. You want to wake up every day and go in and be working on a screenplay or be working on a script or be working with actors to put a show together and put it on. And then when the minute that show plays, you start on the next one. You don't want to go in the classroom and teach academics and only have one play to work on a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to put those words in your mouth. Is that true?
Sure. Yeah, I think that is. I think that is true.
So that's the combination of leading and teaching within the arts and drama. When you are working on a community play or whatever, you are still teaching. As the director, you are teaching and leading, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
So now you've got to decide, all right, how do I stay stable and have a day job that will afford me the opportunity and the time I need to be able to take this and turn it into a full-time job? Because you're a young guy. You're only 27.
Yeah.
So you've got time. Now you just got to figure out how to get there. I would tell you it's very similar to my journey when I had to figure out at 33, how in the crap do I take care of my wife and 3 kids and start fresh in a brand new industry, a very competitive industry, and get into broadcasting?
Right.
I think that's the question you've got to answer. So I wonder if the teaching job is the day job that at least keeps you in the arts, but instead of waking up every day going, I've lost my passion, which you haven't, you realize this is a great day job. I'm not saying it has to be the one. You could go get another day job. But how do you move in Houston, Texas, or wherever else, since your wife's already followed you once halfway around the state? Where do you go to get into this work full time? What's the path? And you know what the path is. In fact, there's multiple paths. There's not just one for you.
Right.
But you've got to start getting in it outside of the school. So let's figure out day job, and let's figure out Ken's proximity principle. It says in order to do what Chris wants to do, he's got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. Well, you know that.
Right.
You have to become immersed in it every second of the day that you aren't having to do a day job, be a husband and a father or anything else. That's the deal. It's not a complex thing. It will be hard because you won't necessarily be able to jump into it full time. However, let me also say this. At the end of the day, Chris, all we got to do is replace your income. So if you can replace your income in the theater world, even in a day job in the theater world, do it.
Okay.
And then you're in. And then you work your way up. I really appreciate the call. I'm really excited for you to get clarity on this. Because, listen, figuring out the redirection is so important because so many people like Chris are so close. They're in the general vicinity of the industry, but not the right position. So here we have I want you folks to catch this and place this on your own life. He's a theater drama teacher in high school. Has always loved the arts, loves teaching and leading, but loves plays, movie, television, whatever. He's going, I feel like I've lost my passion. No, you're in a teaching role instead of a director role. You're in a teaching role, academic teaching role, versus a director-producer role. That's the shift. Not getting out of the industry, but shifting directions in order to change seats. Right bus, yes. Wrong seat. Do you catch that, folks? Even as a high school drama teacher, he's in drama, the arts, acting. He's there, but he's on the wrong seat. And here's what happens. When we're on the wrong seat, our humanness comes out, and it's natural. We go, oh, something's off. Oh, crap, what is it? I'm confused. All very normal. All very normal. I'm so glad Chris called me today. Some of you aren't going to call me. You should, but you won't, and I'm okay with that. So this is why I'm teaching on this. When you begin to feel the disconnect, don't necessarily change industries altogether. Don't do that until you get clear. Retreat to clarity. Some of you have never been clear. Take the Get Clear Career Assessment. It's going to spit out a wonderful report for you. Top talents, top passion, top mission. What you do best, work you love, results that you want to create in the world. Fills out a purpose statement for you. And all of a sudden, we got a purpose statement. We go, oh, does this match up? So that's the key. All right, quick break. When we come back, a lot to get to. You don't want to miss it. This is the Ken Coleman Show.
We were drawn to Christian healthcare ministries because we both had young families and we wanted to have more children. And we had also just started a real estate company and needed to find healthcare coverage that would meet our needs.
We were attracted to CHM because of its low monthly costs and the ability to negotiate medical costs down.
Established in 1981 and accredited by the Better Business Bureau, CHM is here to meet the needs of your growing family or small business. Check us out at chministries.org.
We absolutely believe in it.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Ken Coleman Show. Thrilled to be with you, coming to you from our Ramsey Solutions worldwide headquarters. Hey, today, we're going to get to this in just a moment. Big day for a lot of people. But this is a hot job market. My friends at ZipRecruiter are telling me they've never seen so many jobs. And yet people are just, it feels kind of gross. You know, it's like, oh, I got to fill out tons of job applications. It takes a lot of time. And many times I don't hear anything back. That's why my friends at ZipRecruiter can help. They're the #1 rated job site in the U.S., and they're on a mission to connect you to the next great opportunity. They don't keep you in the dark. Anytime your application gets viewed or gets a thumbs up by a potential employer, or your contact info was revealed, they send you a status update so you know people are looking at you, and companies can reach out to you directly. And it's free. So you heard the easy part. Did I mention it's free? Oh, yeah, it's free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Ken and sign up today. Just takes minutes. ZipRecruiter.com/Ken today. It is the best way to find a job. Put ZipRecruiter to work for you. Okay, let's get to this. Coming up in just a minute, we've got Tuesday Juice Day. That's always kind of fun. Who's supplying today's juice? Oh, Joe is. Oh boy, it could be like possum spit for all I know. You just never know what Joe's going to bring to me. So that'll be fun. But first, let's get to it, Nathan. It's time for In the News. Okay, here we go. Today is the first real back-to-work day where the federal unemployment benefits that were brought up or brought into reality by Congress because of the COVID pandemic last year, they're gone. There was much brouhaha. Will Congress extend it? The answer is no. Now, let me just tell you how what this actually is going to mean. You've got different numbers here. According to analysis by the Century Foundation, it's going to be between 7.5 million and 9.1 million workers, or should we say potential workers, who will not have the federal unemployment benefits. I've been telling you this. 26 states prior to Labor Day decided to go ahead and discontinue the federal unemployment insurance aid. And so you've got essentially just over half of the states had already done away with it, but you got millions and millions of people in states where they were still getting the federal unemployment benefits. Here's why I bring this up. In the days and weeks ahead, particularly the next 2 months, I'm really interested to see what happens to the jobs roles. So how many jobs are available? Right now, about 10.1 million jobs. We saw a slowdown in August. But again, that was largely because people weren't going back to work. Now those benefits are going away. So there's two factors. The federal unemployment insurance payments, which were sizable in many cases. People would be taking a pay cut if they went back to work. So that plus the moratorium, the federal moratorium on evictions. So if you get past due on rent or your mortgage, they're going to kick you out. There was a moratorium on that, so there wasn't an urgency to move. And yet we do have a lot of jobs. I think the job market's better now because people are paying higher wages. Companies are. And I think you're seeing lots of signing bonuses just to start. We're also seeing college tuition. So the small business, that's the interesting angle here. Small businesses are the number one employer in the United States for jobs. If you take all the small businesses, those are companies under 500 employees is what is a technical small business. So 1 to 499. They are collectively, small businesses, the number one employment demographic in the United States, not big business like Google or Target. So what will be interesting to see is as people say, I've got to get a job, I can't get the federal unemployment, what are they going to do? So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. I say all of that to say, if this is affecting you or someone you know, please engage with all of our resources at kencoleman.com. Let me help you. Let's go. This is still a hot job market and a great time for you to re-enter, even though you're maybe scared. Look, at this point, can I just be really gut level honest? You've got a vaccine. If you want to go get the vaccine, go get it. If you want to wear a mask, no one is going to kick you out for wearing a mask. I've heard reports of some of this where restaurants, okay, you have your extreme on every side of anything. But if you want to wear a mask at work and you want to wear one of the really nice ones that is absolutely guaranteed to protect you, then do that. Get back to work. Take control of your future. I understand the fear is very real. I do not want to minimize that for anybody. What I'm saying is, don't let the fear of COVID hold you back. I mean, I don't care what side of the aisle you fall on this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to get the vaccine and you feel it's going to protect you, you can get it. Go get it. You want to wear a super nice mask, spend a little bit of money on a really, really nice mask, not a cloth mask, and get extra protection. Get to work. There's a great opportunity out there for you right now, is the point that I'm making. All right, so here's what we do on Juice Day. We have a little fun here because I always talk about, do you have the juice? I have no idea why that graphic is on the screen behind me. My name is Ken Coleman, and this is, in fact, the Ken Coleman Show. That's slightly distracting. John Deloney is a colleague and shares the studio with me. So there you go. But we have this fun little saying all the time. Do you have the juice? Do you have the juice? Do you get the juice? And where does the juice come from? It comes from being in your sweet spot, right? Working on purpose. You know who you are. And you're doing it because you're using your talent, what you do best, to do work you love, passion, to perform, to achieve, to produce results that matter deeply to you. That's mission. And when you got that, you got the juice. So here's what we do. We have an unidentified beverage. It's supposed to be healthy and supposed to promote energy. It's supposed to be fun and entertaining. I don't know if you people like this or not. If you don't, we'll stop doing it. Bottom line is I sip it, taste it, smell it. Can't get a whole lot out of that today. And then I review it, and then we find out what it is. Here we go. No further ado. Wow. Now, Joe, the last time you brought something, it was prune juice.
Guilty.
And that was interesting. This is very fruity. It's got a nice tang to it. I like to go for the second sip to see what the aftertaste is. Joe loves when I do that. You know what? This is solid. If this is a healthy beverage, which we'll find out what it is in a second, I like this. I would drink this. No aftertaste at all in a bad way. I'm going to give this a 8 on taste. It's the highest score I've given today.
Very nice.
Let's see what it is. V8 Energy. Well, good. Gives you steady energy you need to be at your best during your busy day. Delicious energy juice drink powered by natural black and green tea. Oh, I'm a big green tea fan. Black and green tea giving you 80 milligrams of caffeine. Whoa. It's 50% juice. Well, what's the other 50%? I have questions. Contains 1 serving of veggies and fruit. No added sugar. Excellent source of, I guess it would be tea, is the 50%. Okay, that makes sense. Excellent source of B vitamins made with non-GMO ingredients and no artificial flavors. So, no artificial flavors, no added sugar. I think that's pretty good.
Black cherry flavor.
Black cherry. Oh, that's really nice. I'm going to take this with me and finish this off. That's how good that is. Well done, Joe. On the V8 Energy, I give that an 8. So how about that? That just happens to work out just like that. All right, good stuff. Hey, I look at the clock. It says I got to go. But before I do, remember this. You matter, and you do have what it takes. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, this is the Ken Coleman Show. Press on.